Good morning, friends. I want to share two nonfiction stories with you, and they kind of relate to what's in your packet this week about plants and seeds. So this one is a National Geographic Kids, that logo up there, and it's titled Seeds to Plant. And I love National Geographic stories. There's all kinds, and they're always nonfiction. Nonfiction means it's real, it's factual information. And I also have What Makes a Plant. And this one's by Christina Hill. So I'm going to start with Seeds to Plant. And this is by Kirsten Baird Rattini. Do you know what kind of flower that is? That's called a sunflower. And it grows from sunflower seeds. We eat sunflower seeds sometimes. And you can see down at the bottom, there's some sunflower seeds too. And sunflowers are beautiful flowers. Seed to Plant by Kristen Baird Rattini. And right here, this is a table of contents. The table of contents tells you kind of what the names of the chapters are and what page to go to. So if I wanted to know parts of a plant, I would go to page 8. If I wanted to know about seeds, I would go to page 22. So this is called a table of contents. What is a plant? So that's the chapter that we're going to read. A plant is a living thing. It stays in one place, but it grows and changes just like you. And right here, this is a label, and it tells me what kind of plant this is. This is a white water lily, and down here, this is a fern. Plants can be big or small. Some have flowers. Others also grow fruit. Trees are plants too. And up here we see a tangerine tree, and this is a flower called an orchid. I love tangerines. They're very sweet, yummy citrus fruit. Plants are a big part of our world. Farmers grow fruits and vegetables. These plants give us food. Some plants can be used to make clothing. Your t-shirt is made from cotton plants. Other plants are cozy homes for animals. So like right now, I'm wearing a cotton shirt, and cotton is a plant. And right here, the label says a farmer in his cotton field. So a lot of our clothes are made from cotton. Even the jeans that I'm wearing are made from cotton. So here we see plants growing in a farmer's field, and they're harvesting those plants for food. And down here, it says a bear in a tree. So plants can be homes for animals. They can be food for us, and they also help with our clothing. Parts of a plant. You can use your body to remember the parts of the plant. Feet are like roots. Your body is like a stem. Arms are like leaves. So you could kind of pretend to be a plant. Roots hold the plant in the ground. The stem holds the plant standing up tall. Leaves soak up the sunlight. So down here we have the roots, and that part is normally down deep in the soil. The stem and the leaves, and then if we continued up here, we'd have the flowers. So parts of a plant. How does a plant begin? 1, let's dig in. Most plants start as a seed. 2, the seed splits open and a shoot pushes out. This is called germination. Can you say that with me? Germination. That's when the seed starts splitting open and a little shoot comes out. 3, a new plant is beginning. And down here it says buzzwords. Germination, the sprouting of a new plant from a seed. And seedling is a young plant. A seedling starts to grow. Roots reach down into the soil. A stem pushes up into the air. So down here, these are the roots. And some roots go way far out. Some roots go way deep down. And then we have the stem and the leaves. So it starts as a seed. Then the seed splits open and goes through what's called germination. And then a new plant begins as a seedling. A plant grows. Then the pollen rubs off on other flowers. This is called pollination. Say that with me. Pollination. Nice job. It helps flowers make seeds. Over here it says watering a garden helps it grow. And up here we see the bee covered in pollen. It says pollination, the moving of pollen from one flower to another. This makes seeds grow. Bees are wonderful creatures to aid in pollination. Farmers actually rent bees out for their fields so that they can pollinate. Seeds. Plants keep seeds in different places. Many plants grow a case around the seed. The case is called a pod. Peas and maple tree seeds grow in pods. So here we see the pea pod and the seeds inside. This is a maple tree pod and the seeds are inside there. Sometimes you'll find those on the ground in our playground, and we kind of toss them up because they spin as they come down. Orange seeds are different. Their seeds are on the inside, so the seeds in the orange. But strawberries seeds are on the outside. So if you ever look closely at a strawberry, you see all the seeds on the outside. And most fruits, like the orange, have the seeds on the inside, but strawberry is different. Now the seeds take a trip. Some float on the wind. Others are carried away by animals. The seeds fall to the ground. Soon they sprout or germinate, and a new plant begins. Here we see a bird carries a berry with a seed inside. A squirrel holds a large seed. Dandelion seeds scatter in the wind. And sometimes at school we pick the dandelions, we make a wish, and we blow all the seeds. That's fun to do. You can do that at home too. Pass the plants, please. People and animals eat plants to stay healthy. How many plants did you eat today? It says a panda eats a bamboo plant. Watermelon is a fruit that comes from a plant. Let's see, I had a banana this morning, so that's a plant. So I've had one so far. Make your garden grow. You can grow your own bean plant. Ask a grown-up for help. You'll need 1 lima bean seed, a cup of water, a 4-inch flower pot, glass jar or paper cup, and soil. 1. Soak your seed in a cup of water overnight. 2. Fill the flower pot with soil. Push your seed down into the soil about 1 inch. 3. Add a little water to moisten the soil. 4. Place the pot in a warm, sunny spot. Add a little water whenever the soil gets dry. Your seedling should sprout within a week. So that's something you maybe could try at home with your family. And then down here it says, what in the world? These pictures show close-up views of things in this book. Use the hints below to figure out what's in the pictures. So hint, this opens up into a flower, and that's called a bud. A bud opens up into the flower. This part of a plant takes in sunlight and air. Do you remember what part that is? The leaves. Yeah, I think even Miss Ferris mentioned that yesterday. Hint, this flower can make up to 1,000 seeds. And that's the one from the front cover. Remember right here? That is the sunflower. Hint, this falls and waters the plants. What falls down from the sky that's wet and waters the plants? Yeah, the rain. Hint, this buzzes as it flies from flower to flower. This is the one that pollinates, a really good pollinator. That's the bee. And 6, this has seeds on the outside. Remember we talked about the fruit that has seeds on the outside? What is that one? Yes, the strawberry. So we solved all those little mysteries. And then we're going to go to what makes a plant. What plant is that you see growing on the front cover? Yeah, those are carrots. Yummy, yummy. And carrots are a root vegetable. What Makes a Plant by Christina Hill, M.A. And here we go. There's that table of contents again. So it tells us the life cycle is on 4, new plants, page 16. Let's do science, page 20, and then I could keep going to see everything that will be in this book. Life cycle. Plants are living things that grow and change over time. They have life cycles. And right here it says grandpa tree. The oldest tree is over 4,000 years old. Look how neat and gnarly that tree is. Yeah, and plants have a life cycle. A plant starts its life cycle as a seed. The seed needs water, air, soil, and sunlight. Let's say that together. The seed needs water, air, soil, and sunlight to grow. So seeds are the beginning of the plants, and they have needs. First, the seed grows roots in the soil or dirt. So remember, the seed goes through germination and it has the roots. The roots help the plant absorb water, and absorb means to pull in, to suck up that water. It says this tree has large roots which help it get water. Do you see those roots? Those are amazing roots. Next, the stem grows. It says this plant grows roots and then a stem. So the seed, we can see it's already starting to germinate and open up, and the roots are coming, the stem and the leaves. It carries water and food through the plant. So that stem is very important. It carries the water and food through the plant. Big stems. A tree trunk is just a huge stem. So for a tree, which is a plant, its stem is the trunk, and the trunk is covered in the bark. That's the outside of the trunk that we see. The plant also grows leaves. The leaves absorb sunlight. Sunlight helps the plant make food. So there's lots of leaves. There are many different kinds of leaves. They come in lots of shapes and sizes. And it's really fun to look at leaves because they are so diverse. There's so many different kinds, the shapes and the sizes and the way they're kind of almost like decorated, even though they're not really decorated. That's just the way they grow. Some plants grow flowers. The flowers make seeds that grow into new plants. This is a yellow dandelion flower. This girl blows dandelion seeds. And that's what I was talking about. We like to do is to blow the dandelion seeds and make a wish. New plants. The new plant will look like its parent plant. A new plant grows from a corn seed. So here we have the little corn seed, and it's starting to germinate, and the roots are going down, the stem's coming up, and the leaves. And corn is a delicious vegetable, and it's a plant. Yum, yum. Even popcorn comes from the kernels of the corn. The new plant will grow leaves and seeds too. The life cycle begins again. New seeds grow inside these tomatoes. So the seeds are teeny tiny. And then we have the roots, the stem, the flowers, the leaves, and the fruit is the tomato on this plant. If I point to a part of the plant, can you tell me what it is? Yes, roots. Stem. Flowers. Leaves. And the fruit, the tomatoes. Good job. And then it says, this is like kind of like an experiment that you can do. And this one is to draw the parts of the plant. And that's a good activity to do as well. So when you come to pick up things for next week, we will be doing a science project together, and you're going to plant some seeds, and we have everything ready to go for you. And we're going to actually plant together. So I don't want you to start any planting until we have our Chromebooks and we're going to do it together. But my question of the day today is, what kind of seed would you like to plant, and what kind of either vegetable or fruit or flower or tree would you like to grow? If you could choose any kind of seed and plant it, what would you like to grow? I look forward to hearing your responses. Have a great day, friends.